Hi, welcome back to the Know-How channel. Right, today we are going to solve the Rubik's Cube. If you were like me and had one of these as a kid and the only way you could solve it was by peeling the stickers off or smashing the thing and then putting all the pieces back together, you'll be pleased to know that there is a very simple solution to doing these. It's a simple step of a series of small algorithms. We learn those and we complete the cube. So, the cube is completed in 3 stages, a layer at a time. You first complete the top layer, then the second layer, and then finally the third layer. The first thing to know about the cube is that there are 6 pieces which are immovable, and those are the 6 center pieces. So the green, the red, the blue, the orange, the white, and the yellow. And the way we solve the cube with that in mind is that we move all the other pieces around those in a sequence of algorithms and complete it a layer at a time. So the first layer is the top layer, and the way we start is by building the top cross. So we want a white cross at the top here, and we want each of these pieces to match the corresponding side piece. So it will be a white with an orange here, a white with a green here, a white with a red, and a white with a blue. So if we just look around the cube and try to find those pieces and slot them into place. So that was the blue. We'll want to find the orange here, so a white and the orange will go in next, and then it's the green on this side here, so we look for the white and the green, and then finally the red. So we've built our top cross, and each of the side pieces marries up to the corresponding center square on each side. From that point, it's just a case of slotting the color coordinated corner piece in to match the, for example, the orange and the green. We'll go into that one. There's a red and a green here, so if we swivel that around and find the red and green corner, slot that in there. This is the orange and blue piece, so we swivel it around and find the orange and blue corner, slot that in there. And then the last piece is the red and the blue, and that will slot in at the top there. And that is the top level of the cube completed with each corresponding centerpiece matching. So now we want to move on to the second layer of the cube. And this is relatively easy and simple because we only have to match 4 cubes. So if we start by looking underneath the cube and finding any corresponding pieces which are under here which will slot into these side slots. And here we found one which is the red and the blue. So we bring that around so that the side piece is facing us, so we can complete a strip like that. So we know that this is the red piece and we want it to slot in here because it's a blue and a blue. So we need to move that to there. And there's a simple algorithm. If you're trying to move a piece from the bottom to the right column, you start by moving the bottom piece away to the left. So you'll follow the left, down, right, up, right, rotate, left, and back. And that slots it in. And we go around the cube looking for that each time. Had we been slotting it to a piece on the left, we would have repeated that process but doing it in the opposite direction. So let's see if we can find a piece to do that with. This one is going to be the red and green into the red and green. So this is the same as the previous one. It's going to go to a column on the right. So we start by moving the bottom to the left, down, right, up, right, rotate, left, and round. That's slotted that in there. Keep looking along the bottom for more pieces. Here's a blue and an orange. This is again going to go to the right. So we just repeat the same process again, and it's the bottom is going to be left, down, right, up, round, down, left, rotate. Slotted it in there nicely. Now, this is the interesting piece here because that is actually in the right place. It's just in the wrong orientation. So we need to get that piece out. this will give us a good way of demonstrating something that's happening from the left. So what we'll do is we'll move this random piece in here into that spot to get that cube out, and then we will move that cube back into that spot. So if I'm going to move a cube from this front face to the left, we reverse the process that I've just shown you, and we move, if we're trying to get something into the left, we move the bottom to the right, down, left, up, left, down, right, rotate. We've pulled the piece out, let's find it. There it is. We've got the green and orange here in the middle. We're wanting to get it into this left piece here. So if we're moving something into the left column, we start by moving the bottom piece to the right, down, left, up, left, down, right, up. And that has slotted that into place. And we now have the top two pieces of the cube complete. So we just move on to the third and final step, which predictably, because we want to maintain the integrity of these bottom two pieces, we need to focus on what's happening on the top a bit more closely. Now, this is already in a good position to start from to build this top piece. So I'm going to retrospectively just take that back a couple of steps so that I can take you through building it back up. Just because I dropped lucky and had it in a good place, I don't want to miss that step out for you. Okay, so what we're trying to do is build a yellow square again. And obviously the same, we want to get a blue here and a red here, green here, and so on. So we start by building the yellow square, and we build it in stages. And we want to build a little upside down L like that. If there's nothing here other than a center square, you repeat this process over and over and over. It's just one algorithm until you get this L. Once you, and it's the same for the L as it is for the rest of the cross, and it is to move to the right, up, left, down, right, round. That gives us our first line. We then move round and get that line horizontal to us. We don't want it straight on, we want it horizontal to us. And we'll repeat that same algorithm. The front face will be moved round, we'll go up, left, down, right, back round. And that has built our cross. And we can destroy the cross by repeating the same algorithm in case you missed it. Round, up, left, down, right, round. We've now destroyed the cross. But we can build it back up again anytime we like by just repeating the process with the L facing upside down to us to the right. Rotating edge, rotate it, up, left, down, right, round. We've got the flat edge facing us, rotate, up, left, down, right, round. We have our cross. So we've got the cross. How are the center squares looking? Well, ironically, they're right exactly where they're supposed to be. So again, I'll mess these up just to get rid of them. And this is better. So we've got the cross. We now want to match these up. Two of them do match up. Two of them don't. So what is the algorithm to toggle these center pieces? And it's basically the same thing over and over and over. You start with the right column, you rotate up, left twice, down, right, up, right, down, right. You do that, you will rotate these center pieces over and over. They're all in position now. I'll rotate them back out of position by repeating the same process. Up, left, left, down, right, up, right, down, right. I've now got the red in place, but nothing else. So if I keep the good red side to my left, repeat the algorithm, it will bring those center pieces and toggle them back into place. So that's a good piece, I'll keep it there to my left. Using this right column, I will go up, left, left, down, right, up, right, down, right. We now have the red and the green in place. but not the orange and the blue. So we keep this good side to our left and repeat the algorithm. Right column up, left, left, down, right, up, right, down, right. That toggles these centerpieces into the correct position. So we can move on to the corners for our final part of the algorithm to solve the cube. These corners, what we want to try and find is one that's actually in the right position if we can. This one here, for example, is in the right position, but it's in the wrong orientation. The rest of them are all in the wrong positions and the wrong orientation. So we want to get them at least into the right spots before we then twist them round into the correct orientation. So that is the correct spot for this because it's the orange, blue and yellow. It's just in the correct orientation. So we'll keep this here on our top right hand corner with the cube facing us, and we will move the corner pieces around by following this algorithm. And we start with the left hand column now, and we go up, left, up, right, down, left, down. That has maintained the integrity of this piece, moved the other three. Did it move them into the right spot? Not on this occasion. So we just repeat. Keep this here on our right hand side and go up, left, up, right, down, left, down. This again is still in the right spot. Did we get these in? Well, this one is now. The green, the orange and the yellow is in the right spot. So is the red, the green and the yellow. And so is the blue, the yellow and the red. So these cubes are now all in the right spot. They're just in the wrong orientation. So the final piece of the equation now is the last algorithm we'll do to get these all four to twist down. And it's a case of repeating this process over and over and over until they move into the correct spot. So we have a look around the cube. None of them are in the correct orientation, so we can start anywhere. And we will follow this two-step process. This is the first step, starting with the right column. We go up, left, left, down, right, up, right, down. And then the second part is to move over to the left column and go up, left, left, down, left, up, left, down. That has solved this side. So we always want the side which is correct to our left, and the bad side to the right, and we now repeat that algorithm again over and over until it toggles these into the correct orientation. So to repeat it again, we start with the right column and we go up, left, left, down, right, up, right, down. Move over to the left column and go up, left, left, down, left, up, left, down. That has solved the cube. Had it not toggled them into the correct position exactly on that first go, you just repeat it over 2 to 3 times and eventually it will shimmy them round into the right spot. I learned the Rubik's Cube. That is the simple beginner's method. That is the method that I learnt, and all I did was watch the same video over and over and over, going through each stage with a Rubik's Cube in my hand, following what the guy did on screen, and I learnt the Rubik's Cube, so you can too. Follow it again with your cube in hand. If you need to jot down any instructions, arrows, left, right, top, bottom, do so. And eventually if you work through it, it took me a dozen goes to work through it, you will solve the cube. If that was good value and you liked it, like the channel, subscribe, see you on the next video.